Fireball into Lalo. This is a very strong attack. I covered it in a very recent video. I feel there's two main points that make it stronger than rocket balloons. One is being that you can use the super barbarians to funnel your heroes wherever you want to go. And the second is that your queen, because she's doing a sui dive, she has the healer puppet on her. And if you've seen some of my recent videos on some of the strongest smash armies that you can get out there right now after the druid nerf, the healer puppet is just such a fundamental part to making your attacks work, and it is so incredibly broken. And now we're going to make use of the magic mirror in this one because she'll be hiding behind the king most of the time, and you'll get to see as I do some attacks live for you guys in Legend League. We've just got the day started, so let's just get into some attacks and I'll explain them to you guys. There might be some modifications I can make to this army, but at least for the time being, this is the version that I'm choosing to go with. It is very comfortable for me, and overall it's just really convenient. So let's see, how do I want to take this one down? Okay, I'm seeing a very nice fireball on this X-bow over here. I'll get the monolith, I'll get the clan castle, the other X-bow on the other side is just a lot of value. So we can quickly go ahead and chase after it. And let me go ahead and start funneling this side out. I can probably get a flame flinger going over here. Let me just quickly check for some traps. Okay, Warden, you're doing fine. You're doing fine, no worries. I'm just gonna freeze that up. Gotta be a little careful. And yeah, that's a pretty good flame flinger, I would say. So now I'm just gonna have to wait. I have no option. I have to just wait for my Warden to eventually make his way towards the X-bow. If not, it's okay. We have one invis spell. I think I can do something like this, and I think that should be perfect. I think we'll get literally all the value we were looking for. Yep, just like that, straight away. No worries at all. Now, we can just ignore the Warden for a while. Let's just focus on what we want to do with our heroes on this one. So I'm not going to be too greedy with my Flame Flinger. I'll just let it grab like this much of value. I'm thinking I can probably get this area out with a hero dive. Warden is still fine, so no need to really look at him. And this is what I was talking about, guys, like super barbarians, right? I'm just using a wizard over there, but for a quick, neat funnel like that, I can just go ahead and really quickly use this. So yeah, Warden is still okay. Queen hiding behind the king once again. We have a jump spell to get us nice and deep into the base as well. So no worries at all. We'll just let the Warden kind of chill over there for a bit. He's not taking too much of damage. I'm not all that worried about him. And let's just, once again, just giving it a moment. Clean up behind the Flame Flinger. And I think we can pop the king's ability, and he can go on for that that area up ahead. Yeah, not looking too shabby. I think I'll just freeze this once, dedicate a skeleton spell over here, and this is looking super clean, super duper clean. Remember, I still have my hero abilities. So I have the rocket spear on my royal champion. I have my magic mirror still to be popped, and that diggy is just doing so much, guys. It's just doing so much for me. So let me just clean up behind over here as well. Pop that, pop the ability on my royal champion, and look at this. It's just, the base is crumbling apart. I have 2 rage spells still left. Man, this is just crazy. This is crazy. This should not be allowed in this game. So I guess that's just one attack down. Really convenient that I don't need any of these. So let's just tally this up, I guess. And yeah, let's do that. Let's have a bit of fun this video. Let's just tally up how much I don't really need in these armies. And yeah, this is an easy triple. I don't need any of that. Let's just move on to the next one, guys. Next up, we've got this Rage Core base, and this one is usually easy to fend off with this particular attack. You just have to get a Fireball on the Eagle Artillery. That's the gist of it, right? And then we just need to have our king and queen come in for a town hall kill. Shouldn't be too complicated. Once again, I'll do a similar setup. I'm not going to be too greedy with the flame finger value. It's just something to really set up an attack. So let me do one thing, right? I'll just drop one archer over here, and we can just test for some Teslas maybe, if there are any. Looks like my Warden is going to pick it off anyway, so not too concerned. And I can probably, no, let's let that one archer just go to work. I'm just trying to get the fireball onto this eagle artillery, so just be a little patient and wait for that to happen, I guess. Yeah, just little something behind Oh, the mortar is targeting my flame flinger. That's fine. I think Warden should eventually come back to the bottom on this base, and then we can probably consider getting a fireball in the core. I can probably do it super soon, I guess. Let me do one thing. I'm just protecting against the... Okay, I just have to go for this fireball. I don't have much of a choice. Let me quickly funnel behind that one ice golem, and then we can have a jump to go in like this, I guess. That should be fine. Yeah, Warden is also coming back. So not bad, not bad. That Flame Flinger is doing its thing for a bit. Just kind of have to just deal with that. It's not really doing much, but you know what, it's fine. We can definitely work with it. Let me quickly also help out my own queen. Looks like king is fine. He still has his gauntlet mode active for a while. I'll just make my warden kind of stay safe. And now let's just give it a moment. I think my flame flinger should be able to put in some good work over here. We still have everybody with their abilities yet to be used. I'll use my queen's ability right away. And yeah, we can kind of like get this town hall down super soon. No worries. That raid spell, especially with that queen's ability, just goes to work. This is a good place to use my royal champion's ability. Yeah, just let the queen work at it. Her clones are too good. I don't even have a maxed out or even close to maxed out magic mirror. That just goes to show that this is just that strong. And yeah, once again, the base is just crumbling apart. There's really not much to it. Really not much to it, guys. It's a super simple attack. I have my entire Lalo still left, and all this cleanup just waiting to be done. It's too simple. It's way too simple. So now the Royal Champions should allow our Warden to kind of tag team out the core. Really not all too concerned, and this is just another super easy done base. I guess that's another Lalo that we don't need. Yeah, that's crazy. So much that we didn't need. It's just crazy, guys. Almost time failed. I just stopped talking to just kind of look around and see what's really left. But there you have it. It's just that strong. You don't even need a Lalo on this one. Let's try to do it on all the attacks. I'm I'm trying not to be too overconfident, just being a little cautious. But if we can do it, then good for us. And let's just keep moving on to the next ones. Alright, third attack, and we've got a pretty good base. This is actually a very nice layout. Just gotta think of how I wanna get a fireball on this one, because I can afford to charge for a while. It's just a matter of where I want a fireball. Yeah, this is a pretty good base. Okay, let me come in from around here. I think that should be fine. Now that the warden has latched on over there, let me just try to... Actually, let me see. If my warden goes towards the visit tower on next to the eagle, then this flame flinger is going to be pointless, right? So I think we'll just give it a moment, and yeah, it looks like we're fine. So I think that should be a good flame flinger up over there. Let me just get some minions. I need this invis spell for him, otherwise he's going to be in a bit of trouble, and I can consider ranging up now. I'll have to quickly burn through some freezes very soon, maybe, but looks like we're fine for now. Alright, baby dragon to just help my warden get into that damage a little bit better. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I was planning on getting a fireball onto the multi-inferno. That should give me... Well, you're going to see the fireball value I'll get eventually. And I think this is it. That's pretty good value. That is very good value. Looks like my warden is going towards the flame flinger for some reason. I guess that is fine. It's not the end of the world. Either way, even if he comes back for this X-bow, it's totally okay. That's also okay. That's not a problem. Yeah, I'm unable to find my words today. We should be able to have these guys join in together and kind of tag team out for the town hall takedown. I think that's a good compartment to bust into. And flame flinger looks fine. I'll let the yetis come out before using my royal champion, and then I can probably have a jump going like this. That's a very nice jump, and everybody should be raised up as well, so honestly pretty good. Now I'll I'll just have my Royal Champion for this side of the base. There's a lot of birds chirping today. Sorry about that. That's fine. Warden is down, but healers have transferred onto my queen. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And my queen still has this queen charge kind of thing going for her. That's amazing. That's honestly really good. So she should be able to pop her ability soon. Let me not waste the rage on this one. I probably need it. And I'll just go ahead and pop her ability. Why not? Nice. That's a good split on just everything. And once again, I don't need any of this, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, just for the sake of time, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not sure how we're gonna chalk that up on the board. Oh, looks like I'm gonna miss that one Tesla over there. That's fine. That's fine. That's obviously a miss on my part. Good on the defender. Just move on to the next one. Alright, let me just try to speed up the process a little bit faster so that I don't have to deal with time related issues. And a lesson learned, I just need to watch out for those corner Teslas. Uh, anyway, for this one, I think we can go for a pretty simple approach. What I also like about these super barbarians is they're very handy to snipe enemy heroes just waiting in the corner like that. So let me do one thing. I'll just start him right off over here. That's a pretty good point. And let me just get this going in the corner. I think that should be fine enough. Yeah, that's enough for the Royal Champion. Now we can pay attention back to my Warden. I'm guessing that should be fine. Yeah, I guess one Super Barbarian over there just to kind of keep an eye on things. Oh, don't go towards the mortar. Okay, great. No, my Angry Jelly has detached, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Now I have one Invis spell that I can use wherever I want to. You know what? Let me just charge this area. Give him a moment. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we can just let the Warden do his thing. Flame Flinger is obviously in a fantastic spot. And I'm thinking I'll get a Fireball somewhere in the core. And like my Flame Flinger is handling this side anyway. So I can probably... how do I want to do this? No, I can't use that Invispell just yet. I'm gonna have to be a little more careful. I'll just wait for the Warden to finish doing what he's doing. The moment he actually targets something in the core, I can go for it. So, okay, great. That's a lot of the base that's out of the way. Let me do something like this. I think that should break the wall. Perfect. And then, yeah, something like this. I'll just drop the queen on the top. We can have the Lalo kind of help me in the core. I think that's a pretty decent, that's pretty good value, I would say, for what I'm going for. Yeah, the queen, if she comes back, then just great for me. And I think it's about time to consider getting the fireball in the core. Yeah, I think that should do the job. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, can I actually get the town hall down? I can't even tell which clone is the actual queen, but looks like we might be in a bit of trouble. Nah, we'll be fine. We will be fine. We'll be fine. And I can just go ahead and do this. And now, yeah, that queen is handled as well, so not too much of a problem there either. Just gotta clean up once again, and that's another base where I did not need the Lalo. That's just crazy. That's 4 attacks in a row. I didn't need a Lalo. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How is this attack even a thing? Okay, I haven't missed anything on this attack, thank God. But that's 4 attacks in a row where I practically didn't need the Lalo. That's just... It's worrisome in a sense. Like, the meta should not be like this right now for fireball-based attacks. But here we are. I fear Legend League might just come to this one attack super soon. But at least for the time being, let's just continue using it. Alright, in this style of base next up, and usually, how do people try to deal with this? Like, how do I want to deal with it? Because it's all single infernos as well, so that could be a bit of a problem. Okay, I'm gonna go for a simple fireball, nothing too crazy. Usually people bait the fireball on the builder hut, but I don't want that much of value. I can just go for a fireball on this multi archer tower. That's what I'm searching for. And yeah, that gets out most of the defenses out over there. I can just get one Coco Loon and some cleanup behind, and then let's just wait it out a little bit. I only have to be kind of careful of when that single inferno comes into range for my warden, but other than that I think we should be okay. Wow, that fireball's drop spot was not baited. Either way, which siege to use? Okay, I have an idea. It's a very risky one, but I'm doing it nonetheless. I think I'm just going to use my jump spell off the bat, and we can just get a nice... Okay, now is the time to actually do this. We can just get a nice skeleton spell over here to help with the enemy heroes. I'm assuming that my... Wait. Okay, fine. I'm assuming that my queen should eventually help out with... hang on. That the queen should help out with the royal champion over there. But we'll just give it a moment, right? And then I can actually do this for the town hall takedown, because that X-bow is obviously not going down normally. So I think this should be fine. We'll be able to get quite a bit off of the flank. This is okay. And now I can just spend the last rage over there. And that should be the end for the town hall takedown. Now the invis tower should get triggered. And that's fine. I'll just wait a moment before popping my queen's ability. And then I can probably Lalo this entire area. And that's the end of this base. That should definitely be the end of this base. Yep. Just clean up behind. And that should be an easy done deal. The warden should also join in. We couldn't swag the Lalo on this one, it was needed. But I guess that's just a drawback of some styles of attacks that you might have to run into. That's okay. We still got it down with quite a bit of force. If it's not for the fact that there were so many defenses in that cluster, I probably wouldn't have needed like this entire Lalo for that area, but we're just gonna throw it down anyway for that entire section of the base. Might as well do it before the investigate triggers. Don't want to risk it. Let's just get it done with, and still pretty powerful. That doesn't, just the fact that I didn't swag my Lalo doesn't discount the power of this army. Let's just move on to the next one. 3 more attacks to go, and wow, this is a pretty neat looking base. How do I want to work this one down? I can go for the rage core. I can go for this invis tower with my fireball. What do I choose? Okay, you know what? Let's just see the clan castle range. Alright. So I'll get the invis tower out of the way just because it seems a little bit more inconvenient. I'll try to stall the ice columns that are most likely going to be there in the CC for as long as I possibly can. And in the meantime, we can just have a flame flinger going. I'm going to quickly check for some traps if there are any. I think we should be fine. Okay, no, that sweeper is just protecting it like really hard. I think I can get a flame flinger angle like that. That should be okay. One more super barb just to test. And soon my warden will probably start fighting the enemy queen. Okay, great. Just one mortar shot. We can live with that. Just one mortar shot is totally fine. Let's get the funnel going for the bottom as well. I'm gonna protect him. Just give it a moment. And the moment he steps even remotely close to that X-bow, it's a done deal for this invis core. Yeah, that's great. He is completely fine now. He will just keep walking along the edge, and he will probably even eventually get the town hall for me. So that's something I can definitely work with. And now it's just a matter of actually getting the town hall, this rage core down, right? Looks like I can get some good value at a skeleton spell as well, so I'm not all too concerned. And the fact that I'm even able to have the clan castle go for my king, that's a done deal then. So really, really nothing to be worried about now. We can just completely send it. Let's just get these funnels going for everybody so that we can push towards the core. I can do one more wall break, and that's it. This is another done deal. Pretty sure. I'm gonna get the king ability pop just because the monolith is up over there ahead, waiting for me menacingly. That's a wonderful freeze. Might as well go ahead and get this area out with the rocket spear. Dump a rage. And I can go ahead and also jump into the next compartment. Pretty standard procedure. I'm gonna rage my puppets that have spawned. It'll also help my healers. And once again, I don't need this Lalo. What is this attack? I don't even need my Lalo. My goodness. Look at how much I have left. I haven't even used all my spells. That's just absurd. Anyways, let's just move on to the next one, guys. I'm not gonna comment anymore on how stupidly broken this attack is. And it's like pretty consistent as well. I think even in that last attack that I did, maybe I didn't need the entire Lalo. It was just a matter of trying to get it down and making sure I don't have some PTSD from my time fail and one attack that really did time fail. But let's just move on to the next one. Only two more attacks to go. All right, second last it, and another base where we have to just kind of think a little on where I want my fireball to really land. Okay, gotta think. All right, I think I'll go for this X-bow over here that I've really selected, and that should be fine. Because then I'll even get the town hall out with the monoliths, so that's pretty good value, I would argue. Now, how do I want to do this without entering the Royal Champion's range? Or can I just get rid of her? Something like that. I think that's perfect. Time to rage up my Warden. Don't want to lose his ability. This is looking so dangerous. Oh my god. Yikes. Okay. We'll have to manage. Oh, his Angry Jelly wore off as well. So he's going to be taking that monolith fire all the way through. Obviously, a bit of a problem. I didn't even get the CC down. I should have just made my Warden invisible rather than hoping things would have been fine. But I'll just focus on him a little bit until this monolith goes down. And I'll just also wait to see what comes out with Clan Castle before deciding what to do next. He should get the Town Hall takedown. Oh man, he's walking in such a weird path. I'll just funnel up ahead for him. This is just way too bad. Okay, I'll make him invisible and I'll just rage him up so he can get the town hall out of the way and get it done with. And now I can just worry about the next phase of the attack. So let me just do this. I think that's fine. And then I can use a siege barracks to funnel up ahead. And then probably a jump like this is what I should go for. Okay, great. It's not a very dangerous clan castle. It's something I can deal with. Definitely. I'm just hoping that my king considers coming back. And it's okay if he goes to ability super soon as well. It's not the end of the world. I just have to be a little careful with how I want to use the rest of my heroes. I don't think I'll be able to swag the Lalo on this one. But that's okay. You can't do it on each of them anyway. So let's just give it a moment. Oh, I didn't think about that at all. I should have probably considered seeing my Royal Champion status as well. Okay, time to use her ability. That core is just nasty. Oh my goodness. But that's fine. I think we've gotten most of it out. Let me just try to make the Lalo like tag team with the rest so that I'm not completely gonna lose this attack. I think we still make it. It's looking a little close. Just a little close. Not that one sweeper as well. It's just being so much of trouble. Yeah, this one's gonna come super close, and now my warden's gonna get stuck on the Yetis. Oh man, that was like a huge miss. Definitely should have not been as greedy with the fireball, or rather, being greedy was fine. It was just the fact that I didn't give my warden the spell support that he needed. But still, despite of that, it came pretty close. That's gonna be a plus 31, plus 32 still for us. And I'm fine with that. Like it's not too bad considering what ended up happening. Like what I wanted and what I ended up getting, like the difference is huge. If I got the monolith down with the fireball, I would not have needed all of those spells to keep my warden alive. Just imagine the difference, guys. So not too shabby still, and we'll take that and we'll just move on to the next one. Last one to go. There was two major mistakes I made in the last one. It was just being too greedy with the spells for my warden, and I threw my royal champion into the enemy king for some reason. I could have honestly gotten that base down, maybe even without requiring all of my Lalo. Uh, just something that I have to deal with now, I guess. Okay, this is the base that we've got. I'll just go for a simple fireball on the eagle artillery. It makes a good funneling point, and it's very very simple. I'll get two expos, I'll get the clan castle out of the way. We also have multi infernos to deal with over here, so I'm not that concerned. Let's just give it a moment and wait for him to kind of figure out what he wants to do, and that should be a pretty nice starting point. Yeah, just gonna literally just have to wait a little bit. Nothing too complicated. Okay, before this takes too long, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this so that the expo stop giving me some trouble. And looks like we'll be fine for it. Looks like we'll be fine. Now, which siege machine do I want to use? I'll let my warden decide which direction he wants to kind of go towards first, and then we can move on from there, right? No point really thinking about it right away. He's just struggling. I'll create a funnel for him so that I can put him out of his misery. So I'm thinking I'll just throw in my king into this compartment, and wait, not done yet, not done quite yet. Okay, that should be good. Now I'm hoping this is enough to make my warden chill to the right on the base, and what I can start doing is I can start doing it like this probably, and I can get a jump like that. I'll give the ice golem for the queen just so that she can definitely make her way into the base. But I think that jump spell is what is really key over here. So just gonna give it a minute. Looks like my warden is still fine. Not too much of a problem for him. One more super barbarian out over there just to make my queen feel like, okay, you need to go to the core. And I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good value. I can drop my royal champion as well, and the queen and royal champion should be able to tag team out most of this base now. I'll give her a rage so that she can deal with the town hall. And yeah, looks pretty good except for the fact that she's taking that damage. Alright, not bad. She even got the monolith in the core down, so that's a huge pickup. I don't know what my queen is going to be doing for this one, but let me just drop some loons over here with a stone slammer. I think my queen can kind of just chill on the outside for a bit. Yeah, this is looking pretty strong. And yeah, I'll just rage up my warden. Maybe, you know what, I'll just use the Lalo. I don't want a time fail because I've already had 2 time fails on this one. Don't want to come close to that again, but practically did not need the Lalo. I'm just not risking it. That's the only thing I'm not doing. Otherwise, this is definitely a done deal. Yeah, very simple army. Just don't have to be super overconfident like I was in this video trying to swag my Lalo on most of the attacks. I will try to still have an appropriate tally up on the screen for what we managed to swag today. But there you have it, guys. It's a very strong army. Like, you just have to be a little strong in the Sui Lalo sense. Just have your funnels ready in time. Make sure that your accesses for your heroes are provided well in advance so that they don't walk out of the base. And just be able to kind of protect your queen and get the most out of your king. Really, that's about it. Don't wait for the first phase to finish before the next one starts. Just try to keep everybody cross tanking. Like over here, I'm not even using the Lalo in most of the attacks. Just goes to show you guys, there's a lot of potential for this one, a lot of room for error, and you can still go ahead and smash bases. That's about it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.